Hi, and welcome back to Bambi Crochets. I am still pretty new at all this YouTube stuff, so it's gonna be pretty quick and easy, simple. You know, we're snoring in the background. That is my dog who is laying on the couch beside me. I'm pretty much just showing you some of the things that I have made recently, being, what day is it? Wednesday night, so kind of in the last week span. I work night shift as an emergency dispatcher with a rotating schedule. So my this last week and your this last week probably aren't the same, given that it's also the middle of the week. Probably doesn't help. But just some of the things I've made, particularly because tomorrow, November 20th, possibly today by the time this video is coming out, as my holiday drop in my Etsy shop. And I'll show you some of what's going to be in that too, or most of it. But it is my holiday drop. Most of it's, it's Christmassy, but there's some non-holiday-ish stuff too that's going to go into it. That's just part of it because, well, I gotta put it on the Etsy sometime, so might as well just throw it in with the rest of it, right? The thumbnail says, crochet and chat, but I tried that. It's like my third time trying to record this video. And crocheting and chatting at the same time is apparently not something that I'm capable of doing, because I will miss stitches or get sidetracked on other stories, and it just doesn't work. So instead, I'm just going to be showing you some of the things that I've made. Right now, I am working on these little snowmen. Obviously, he doesn't look quite like a snowman right now. This little scarf. It's got his eyes, of course. Have his little hat when I get it attached. And then I'll have a little nose. I'm debating on if I want to add buttons. And I'll have these with pink, blue, and these green hats and scarves. So they will come in different secondary colors. Try to get a better look at him there. Obviously ignore the little tails and such, but kind of cute, pretty cute. I got some holiday markets coming up, and I think these will do relatively well. So I've got those. Here's one of the little pink ones that I'm working on. Isn't it cute? It's a nice baby pink. So the last couple nights at work, I work night shift as an emergency dispatcher. I made this little guy. So I do crochet between calls. My city goes to sleep around 10, and I'm on standby for emergencies, obviously, which we do get a few of, but I do have quite a bit of time in between calls usually, so I get to crochet at work. And I made this bunny. This is floppy ears. It's got a little tail. So cute. And they have one of these that I'm just in love. And if you guys are interested in any of these patterns, please let me know in the comments. I am happy to put them in there for you. They are paid patterns from Etsy, except for probably the next one I'm going to show you. I made that pattern myself, and it's on my Etsy. But using paid patterns is just one way that I can give back to other small creators. Let me see if I can find it. This is one that I made. This is a pattern that I made, and it is available on my Etsy for like $3. And it's just this little wreath hanger, right? Really simple, easy to work up, cute. I did use a Big Twist Twinkle yarn, which is available at my Michael's right now, except this light green. I don't remember what that was. Probably also Big Twist, but it was just in my stash without a label on it. This is, of course, adjustable, so you can hang it from your rear view mirror, or you can make it into an ornament, or even a necklace. I don't know, whatever you want to use it for. Just think it's so cute. And like I said, it's really easy to make. Along those same lines, I have been making these holiday scrunchies. I have a bunch of these in different colors, and different color combinations. These are just the two that I have on hand. These are also made with Big Twist Twinkle. The red and the white yarn are kind of sparkly. The dark green yarn is not, and it's not technically Twinkle. It was with the same display. But it is also just Big Twist. Now the actual sparkles is like a tinsel woven inside the yarn. It's not glitter, so it's not going to get in your hair or around your house or anything. You don't have to worry about that. And these take a little bit longer. These probably take me 20 minutes to make or so, but they're really easy. It's just double crochets and some pickets around a hair tie. I found the pattern, I think, on TikTok. So, it's really easy to follow, very easy repetition. One of the ones that I'm really excited about, and again, this isn't really Christmassy, but it is very practical, and I'm excited to be adding something like this to the shop. I have a lot of them right now, because I have all the different colors. So I have these guys. We've got the blue, red, orange, yellow, and green. I know there's a couple other colors of the yarn itself as well, like the white, for instance, and gray. And these are just scrubbies. Kind of hard to see with the light there. It's a little easier. And this is using Scrubology 2.0 yarn, so it's made for scrubbing dishes. It's a little harder to work with on my hands. It's a little scratchy. It does soften up when you get it wet to actually wash your dishes with. So I have been working with these on my own dishes, of course. I really like them. I think they do a great job. They're holding together really well so far. The white yarn isn't staining. I haven't used it on, like, tomato sauce yet, so that stuff even stains Tupperware. If you have Tupperware and you have spaghetti, you know. But so far, these are working great, and of course, they have all different color combinations. So one of these packages has 4 in it. It has 2 of the alternating color ones and 2 of the solid color ones. And these are $10 for a 4-pack. Now, at my markets, I'll have these available in all different colors, and I'll also have some other ones available that are just on their own single, and so you can just pick whatever ones you want for like $3 a piece or 4 for $10. So $3 for 1 or $10 for 4 of them in the pack, but you can also just make your own pack with the miscellaneous basket or box that I'll have the other ones in. And those, like I said, I'm really excited about those. I wasn't sure about the Scrubology yarn. It's from Hobby Lobby. I don't usually go to Hobby Lobby. I don't like Hobby Lobby as a company. They're the only place I could find that yarn around. I even looked online. The only place I could find it there was Hobby Lobby or Amazon, who just ships it from Hobby Lobby. And I wasn't trying to support 2 of those big businesses with one purchase, so I just drove out to Hobby Lobby to pick it up there. And I gotta be honest, I'm really glad I did, because while I don't like Hobby Lobby as a company again, and do your own research on that, there's a lot around it. I 100% encourage you to look up anything, research all of your stuff, make your own decisions. It's just a personal preference for me, but always do your own research, always verify your information, 100%. Fortunately for me, my Hobby Lobby is right beside my Michaels, so it wasn't really out of the way for me. Is that I'm really glad I got it, because while it can be a bit of a pain to work up very many of them all at once, because it does take a toll on my hands a bit while it's dry, it's definitely a little rougher. When it gets wet, like I said, it does soften, and I don't mind it at all actually working with the finished product. But overall, I do really like the way it comes out. I like the way it crochets. It doesn't shed until you cut it. Obviously, you're going to cut some of those some of the little bits coming off of it that make it scrubby. And of course then it's going to shed a little bit, but when you're actually using it and crocheting with it, the yarn itself does not shed. It doesn't split. I really like it. That's about the extent of it. We're not even at 10 minutes yet, my goodness. I've been doing the rest of my stuff. I've been working. Said I've got a couple markets coming up. I've got at least one secured for the 11th, December 11th. I've got one there that was free admission for a senior living facility, and they're opening it up to the public for a little craft show and add some holiday cheer in the mix, and I think that'll be really nice. And then I've got another one possibly on December 23rd. I haven't heard back for sure yet, but possibly December 23rd. It is a last minute Christmas market. It is $80, but I'm getting a 10 by 10 space, which is, 80 is more than I've paid for any space before. But apparently it's pretty popular. With that, I've just been working on inventory, of course, a lot of inventory, Because if I do get into both of those markets and this does well, which hopefully it does, I'm going to need quite a bit of it. And I don't have very much like holiday inventory, and most of it's more Christmassy than anything, of course, but it's something that I'm looking forward to, especially if I can get into that 81. I think it'll be fun, especially because I do work the holidays this year. Looking at my schedule, I work Christmas Eve. What is my hair doing? Oh my goodness. I do work Christmas Eve, I work Christmas, I work Thanksgiving. I think I might be off the New Year, actually. I think I work my birthday again, too, which is in January. But it is what it is. I don't mind work. I actually quite enjoy work. And like I said, after the city goes to sleep, I can just kind of crochet and watch YouTube until I get into another emergency call. So it's really not a bad deal. I do wish I had some more time with the family and to get festive on the actual holidays. It's a big part of, going to these markets, and I get to decorate my tables and everything, and that's nice. I do get to be a little bit festive, at least at my markets, which is cool, making my market supplies. And I've got to find a better camera angle than this, you guys, because what is going on here? Better lighting or something. Maybe I need to start wearing makeup, because, I think that's just me being insecure, though. What are you going to do? I have coffee. It's like, what time is it? Like 11:18 right now. But I'm on night shift, so it's fine. So tell my doctor I'm having this much caffeine. The dog is still asleep beside me. One of the cats is in the corner. I have 3 of them running around inside the house, and one outside the house that's been coming up to my windows and taunting the inside cats. But she's cool when she's not trying to maul me, because she's outside, because I was actually fostering her for a bit for my mom when we found a shelter. And we finally did. I tried to get her to the carrier, and I ended up going to the ER, so it did not go well. And now she just hangs out outside. She's an outside cat now. She's cool, though. She's chill. She was an outside cat originally. She was already feral, so she knows how to take care of herself. And I'm keeping an eye on her, but she's not coming back in the house after that. I already have too many cats to begin with. That's been about it. Just crocheting and working and crocheting. I've been working on my Christmas blankets. If you guys know, it is time to put a rush on your Christmas items. I know you think you have time. It's just a few little things. You don't have time. There's never enough time. You should have started your Christmas gifts back in July. I did start my Christmas gifts back in July. One of these blankets I have been working on since July. I'm never touching another granny square. So, you see by my shirt, I'm a big fan of scary movies, horror movies, and especially the classic slashers like Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, that kind of thing. Scream, I love Scream, oh my god. My dad got me into it, so he has his whole home office, because he works from home after the pandemic, is just horror themed. He's got shelves of action figures and posters all over the walls. And one of his favorites is Friday the 13th. It's one of the first horror movies we ever watched together. So I'm making him a big granny square blanket that's Jason Voorhees' mask. It's got the little black dots for the holes in it. It's got the red bits, everything. And it is bigger than I anticipated. I definitely made the granny squares one row too big around, which is fine. A little more tedious. Obviously, it takes longer to make, and it's going to be bigger, so it's not really it's a non-issue. As much as I've been working on this for so long that I wish I'd made them smaller so I would be done by now. Obviously, I've been working on it constantly. I've taken breaks here and there to work on other things. I'm also working on a green wheat stitch blanket, which is it's right there on my other couch right now on my sofa. But if I try to pull it over now, I'm going to knock so many things over. It's gotten very big and very heavy very quickly. Wheat stitch is definitely thick. And with my hands, I should not have been using a wheat stitch in such a thick yarn with such a small hook. But we're too far in to turn back now, so when those are done, I will definitely show you guys. The wheat stitch blanket, the colors and stuff I'm using are actually on my TikTok, and I'll put my TikTok username in the description if you guys want to check that out. I do more shorts on there. I post more often on TikTok. My projects and products are on there, stuff that I'm adding to my Etsy. I do some shorts just of me crocheting. There's some stuff on there of just me, kind of an ASMR style videos where it's just crocheting and stitching. There's some music in the backgrounds. Like I said, I do post more short form content on there. It's more often than I do on here. Mostly pictures, but again, some of the other stuff too. If you're interested in checking that out. And then, of course, please, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share it, anything like that. I am trying to get my little business up off the ground. I've only made one Etsy sale so far. Maybe two. That's it. That's a little sad. I've been on Etsy for a while. I do relatively well at markets, but I do have chronic illness, a dynamic disability, and that makes it kind of hard to get out and about some days. Doing markets can be difficult since I do them all on my own. So if I can get it up and running online, where I don't have to do as many markets to help boost my savings account and such, that would be really nice. That would be really helpful. But also, there's just some stuff on there, go and take a look. Because I do so much crocheting at work, I can keep my prices a little bit lower, because I don't charge as much for my actual time, because I'm already getting paid for that time at work. I think I've got some pretty cute stuff on there. I've got some pretty niche stuff on there, like a two-header brat. I do like the oddities. I try to lean towards the oddities. So maybe just go take a look, see if you find any cool Christmas presents there that you want, or Hanukkah gifts, or birthday presents, or anything else, right? They are all handmade by me. Of course, if you make them yourselves, then you don't really have to worry about that as much, but again, any support is appreciated. I think there's also a couple shirts on there right now. If you know anybody that you think would be interested in that, maybe share the shop to them. So I gotta get that ball rolling, especially since this disability tends to deteriorate. I'm actually about to it looks like I'm probably gonna need another knee surgery soon, so I really need to get some extra cash in savings. So, I gotta push on it a little bit. That's not why you're watching this video, but if you did make it this far, I really appreciate you. Like I said, like, comment, maybe subscribe. I'm trying to post more often. I don't have a set schedule because I do have that rotating night shift, which makes things a little bit more difficult. But I am trying to post more often and get you guys more content. If there's anything specific that you would like to see on here, any specific yarn... Alright. Any specific yarn reviews, or any specific patterns you would like to see tested, or just anything else you guys are really interested in. I'm still getting used to this whole YouTube thing. I'd love some different ideas. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback in the comments. Theo is getting restless in his sleep beside me. Sounds like he's having a dream again. So, I'm gonna get off here. I might show you the dog real quick because he's really cute, all sprawled out over here. And I hope you guys are having a great morning, evening, afternoon, whatever you're doing, wherever you're at. I just hope you're having a good time. Bye. This is Theodore, by the way. He is deaf. He's a Dogo Argentino mix, and I love him so much. He's my good boy. Say hi, buddy.